I am doing the Dreadlock Tag. This is actually my third time making the video. Gonna do this under 10 minutes, so here we go. Do I remember the first time, or the first specific moment I wanted to dread my hair? Well, I kind of grew up around a hippy-dippy lifestyle and have always been interested. I got my first dreadlock running free as a wild child during the Rainbow Gathering. Like my 6th birthday, I remember my sister telling me I had a little dread action going on in the back. But pretty much it was when I met my boyfriend, I guess soon-to-be husband, fiance, about 5 years ago. And that's when I knew. I was like, I kept my hair really, really short just because I never knew what to do with it. I didn't want to deal with it, things like that. And once I saw the dreads, I knew. I was like, I'm going to get long hair. I'm going to do that. I love it. How long have I had them? I've had these dreads for about 3 years. In a couple months, it'll be 3 years in the middle of the winter. So that's fun and exciting. It's been a while. And I didn't just put them in, you know. These are natural dreads. So didn't start off like this. Started off with little knots and tangles and all kinds of growing to be doing. Do I have any that are unique, special, or awesome? So pretty much I've gone through this video 3 times and I can say they're all awesome, but not really. I used to have a lot more loops and curls. I do have one that's 2. It's like split into 2, like that, but I can't find it right now. How many dreads do I currently have? I totally counted. This is something that I never really considered before or even thought to do. But I have 54 dreads. Another reason why it's so difficult to find specific ones. Maybe that's a uniquey. You see that one right there? Yeah. So 54 dreads. A lot of them are thin. Got them going on. That's what's up. Is that the same as when I started? No. I combed one out here. And I didn't put them all in at once, so it started with probably like 1 or 2, and then it just grew into this amount. How often do I wash and do regular maintenance? I wash my hair about once a week with Dr. Bronner.
Dude, I had a freak accident with the dread.
Really?
A big-ass grasshopper. I was sitting rolling a cigarette, and a big-ass grasshopper jumped up onto my hair, and I was wearing sunglasses, and all I could see was it looked like a leaf, like all its butt looked just like a leaf in front of my sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to brush it off, and its head and mouth already attached itself to my dread, and I tried to pull it out. I couldn't. I had to mush it to nothing to get it out, and I was freaking out that there was a bug head stuck, like a grasshopper head stuck in my hair for the whole walk home.
Oh, that's traumatic.
Yeah. My wheat butter mac and cheese.
So yeah, oh my gosh, that's terrible. But let's see. How often do I wash? Like I said, about once a week with Dr. Bronner's. If they had their own personal motto, what would it be? It would totally be live free or die, or don't do bosses, or I'm going to do whatever the hell I want, or something like that, because my hair has always done whatever the hell it wants. I can never contain it. I can never force when I've had several, this is my 3rd set of dreads. I had them taken out twice for very personal, reasons in my life. But when I try and dictate where they're going to be, because I have curly hair underneath, if a curl is here and I try and separate a curl, it will make sure it comes back together. And if I try and put together 2 separate curls, it will make sure to split. I cannot tell it how to dread. I could never tell it to be straight. I could never put it in a ponytail right. It was always misbehaving. Just because I wanted to be free. Just wanted to be in dreads, man. Once I let it dread, it gives me peace. If I started a new set, would I change anything? Absolutely not. I totally, like I said, just like to let it do its thing. Have any employers turned me down for dreads or hired me because of them? No, neither. I think it would be really awesome if someone hired me because I had dreads. Like, hey you, we need you. Get over here. It's like, oh, well, wouldn't that make life easy in this economy? but let's see, pretty much for the most part, I can just put it up, you know, nicely, put a headband on. No one says anything, if they even notice. If they do notice, it doesn't look bad, so, you know, no, I've never had a problem. What's the weirdest question I've been asked about my dreads? Okay, so I don't know if everybody gets this. I know a few of my other dready friends get this. People will be like, oh, wow, you know, nice hair, I like your hair, are those dreads? And I'm like, yeah, you know? And they're like, oh, that's so cool. And then you kind of close like, oh, can I touch it? Can I touch one? And you're like, at first it's like, oh, sure, I guess, if you want to, you know? But once I started getting it more often, I was like, oh, I guess people just, I could see how they would want to feel, what that would feel like. It is pretty cool. The most common question that I get is, how did I do it? How do you get your hair to look like that? How do you get your hair like that? How do you do it? You know, if I wanted dreads, how would I do it? And I love sharing dreads. I've dreaded up several of my friends. I love turning people onto it, and, you know, so I tell them. And they're always like, oh, pretty interested in, you know, whatever. Okay, and so my freak accident with my dreads. Surprisingly, strangely, also a bug thing. Was totally out camping with Corey, my boyfriend, and a friend of ours. And let's see, as we were, you know, before we set up camp and everything, I could have sworn I felt something on me, but, you know, didn't pay too much attention to it. Sometimes my dreads tickle me, and I think it's a bug, but it's not. And I got over thinking it was a bug, you know. So, but, you know, we ended up having fire, having dinner, setting up camp, and then eventually going to bed. And while I'm sleeping, I totally feel something coming on me, and I just kind of, I'm just like asleep, you know, and I kind of do a quick motion. I don't know exactly what the motion was, but, and got, you know, whatever. And like a second, like I don't know how long later, I was kind of asleep, but shortly after, my friend across the tent, he totally does like the same kind of thing, like a really sudden movement. It's like, okay, whatever, it's a little weird, what the hell's going on? He was just sleeping. And then seriously, like a few minutes after that, I'm almost all the way back to sleep. I feel something crawling on my neck. So I totally like go like this, you know, to like flick it off, and totally felt a squishy belly, and flipped it off. And seriously, like seconds later, if seconds, my friend jumps up, and I'm like, oh my god, what happened? He's like, there was something on me. I'm like, we're freaking out because there was totally something just on me, and I don't know why I didn't. I felt the bug. I don't know why I didn't tell him, like, hey, there's a bug in here, but whatever. It got flicked on his mouth, and he freaked out. We freaked out. Got our flashlight, spotted it. It was totally a freaking centipede, like this big, brown, black, I don't know, dark-colored centipede. So we're freaking the hell out, and I'm like, Corey, get up! Oh my god, there's a centipede! And he's like, huh? He grabs this big old boot and just like rolls over, smash. It's like, oh, well, thank God. So that's pretty much that. And also, I guess you could say catching a dread on fire. I've caught a dread on fire, actually, like this dread twice. Always from trying to hit a short little bong. I've learned in my wisdom that you need a long, big, tall bong. Otherwise, it's right in the danger zone, you can imagine. So, watch out. Is there anything else unique about my appearance besides my dreads? I guess maybe my green eyes. I got my tongue pierced. Have a really short tongue. I think that's about it. No tattoos, nothing weird like that. Not yet, anyway. So yeah, that's a little info on my dreads. And yeah, if you haven't made a Dreadlock Tag yet, totally do this if you got dreads, if you're interested or have any questions. Also, I totally want to get to know other dreadies in the community, the YouTube community. So if you see me, say hi, holla, much love, peace, love, and light. Many blessings.